Slim Dusty and the likes of all those Australian sort of country styles, West, I guess, I don't know, Plucky. And yeah, I've got an uncle that drums pretty heavy style, then one that does like 60s swing style stuff. I think they're called something in the Rockettes. And yeah, I adopted a guitar from my grandfather and basically started out like that. And pretty much the reverse of Mark, I picked up a bass guitar not long after and naturally just fell into it, really. Yeah, started off with Chili Peppers and stuff like that, pretty popular stuff on the radio.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very. I love all the stories I get to hear about how everybody got into music. That's always like my favorite question to ask too, because it gives me a little insight about you and like your journey into music, you know. So,
What about you, Sonny?
me,
What kicked you off?
so I've had a guitar in my hand basically as long as I can remember. Had this little acoustic that's no bigger than a ukulele that I got when I was really little, and my dad had a few guitars and an amp, and he always played stuff like Slayer and Metallica, and I was like just kind of naturally drawn to the heavy stuff, and then he saw me taking after him playing guitar, and then he kind of took that and ran with it, and he was like, hey, I'll give you $75 if you memorize this book of scales and modes front to back. And that's kind of where it all really started, was way back then. And then I took a short break from playing guitar and then got really heavy back into it when I was like 13.
So thanks, Dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Alistair, if you're watching.
I'm pretty sure he is. He said, oh, yep, he's over in the comments. He says, you guys rock. My mom says, hi, everyone. I'm excited to see this. We got tagged in the chat. Hell yeah. We got
Lady Lou.
Room 420 rocks. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We really appreciate you guys. So, following with that, how did everybody here... Well, you told me a little bit about how you and Mark met, but how did everybody else meet in the band?
We playing bass, and we thought he was awesome. And I approached him about just jamming back in 2015, and he was keen to give drums a go. He wanted to branch out. And then Nathan, you can take the story from there. You started on the drums.
Yeah, well, basically from there, I bought Mark's one of Mark's old drum kits off him, and yeah, just bashed along, played how I thought the songs sounded, and just basically I've always been a monkey see, monkey do kind of learner, going by ear, very big on listening and just learning stuff that way, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then you didn't stay on the drums for long.
Oh no, and then well, yeah, we had Mel for a little bit come in, and then we sort of shuffled up essentially. So then I went to bass, and then Mark went to guitar, and I suppose Mark was kind of doing a bit of both, bit of bass and guitar, weren't you?
I can remember 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Much younger then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd playing covers.
About really. Yeah, just doing covers. Covers helps make the learning of drums and everything else pretty easy, because I mean, it's all there. It's already been done. You just got to copy it.
Yep.
Simple. Yeah, basic.
Getting to know your stuff too, like musically, like when you're presenting your own song for people to learn, you know, it can be a bit anxiety inducing, or when someone's giving you their music, and it's like that level of expectation. But when you play covers, we're not, we've well and truly evolved beyond that. But you only really do it for fun, and so that's the beauty of it. We could actually really have a lot of fun turning other people's songs into, KTO jams, and having a lot of fun with them.
Hey, we're thinking about you, Eliris Cross.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that was fun.
beat it. That was good fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Hell
Now
yeah.
I've got that in my head.
So
Yeah, never thought do vocals for a Michael Jackson cover.
yeah, I don't think you could pay me enough to do a live cover of Michael Jackson's song. My vocals are not there.
No,
Neither are ours, but
no. We just, yeah, just listening.
Oh man, well you guys did it. You got more gold than me, I gotta say. So
I'd do it again. That was fun.
just out of curiosity, what is your guys' favorite memory from playing shows and doing all that stuff together?
Well, for me,
Okay,
there's not one. There's not just one. There's just the times. You know, the times when it's really clicked, and we've just gone, "Oh wow, that was great," or the excitement of doing a really big gig. Like I can remember how excited we were. There's a big venue here called the Triffid, and we're to support an international act, and getting on the stage, and there was like 1,000 and something people in front of us. And they were into us. They enjoyed us. So we just had a real buzz from that. Yeah. And similarly in Costa Rica when we played at was it a brewery?
Valle Guaco. Yeah, Valle Guaco.
Yeah.
On top of a mountain.
And then at Punk in the Corn as well. Just like the whole band didn't play, and it was more of a punk jam than a proper set. But just the engagement of the people there, they knew our songs, and it was a sea of smiling faces. So that's what it's all about for me. Yeah.
And when it all comes together, after you finish the gig and
You
you're
got it.
meeting people and
Yeah, cool. Nah, you're right.
chats and getting
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
another song
over
that
it.
Punk in the Corn too was getting to.
Oh, right. I'm barring a table up. That one's ready in an hour. Yeah.
On the
That's a book in here at 12 o'clock. So another 45 minutes. Yeah.
Hayden.
You're right.
But just I guess
At work, remember?
favorite experience. Again, it's hard to pick one. We used to do lots of small shows at halls, sort of community-based gigs, and they were always great fun too. Because I guess you're all down ground level with the punters, and everyone's sort of getting right into it, up close and personal. That was always a lot of fun too. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ads.
Yeah, well, mine was already mentioned. The Valle Guaco gig was my favourite. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, there were so many people there. Everyone was into it. Just that view of that valley was insane.
And I reckon
And the
only a
lights.
quarter of the people could speak English.
That's right, yeah. If that, yeah. And that would have only been because they're on the cusp of America.
The international language of music.
Yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
speaks that because everybody can dance along.
That's right.
That's it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta say, Sonny, your hair's looking very shiny and healthy.
Thank you. I
right
really
now.
appreciate that. I'm
That's
surprised
it.
because it's actually kind of really dead right now. I dyed it blue. I bleached it again.
Oh.
And it's like all fried at the ends. Real bad. I gotta get it in.
Well, I can't see it through here. A magic screen.
Magic screen.
Mm.
Thank you guys so much for sharing your guys' experiences and everything. I really appreciate you guys. And I actually find it quite inspirational. And speaking of inspirations, I would like to know who your guys' biggest music inspirations are.
Well, the women of Australian rock I really was inspired by them as a young person growing up. And then as I got a bit older, it was the punk women, particularly in Britain. So,
Susie Sue.
yeah, the girls of the Slits and Polystyrene in X-Ray Specs and Toya Wilcox. So they're the girls that were moving up the front. And then later the 90s girls to the front crews, Bikini Kill and so on. So mine are a bunch of girls all together, you know, being fierce, that inspired me.
Ads?
Oh, all those floggy heavy bassists. Classic Maiden. Yeah, I was much the same as yourself, Sonny B. My dad used to listen to all the old Metallica albums and all that kind of stuff. So when it came to playing basic thrash bands and stuff like that, it all just came pretty smoothly. Chili Peppers, Primus, love a bit of Mastodon, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, God, it's hard, isn't it? Influences, like, you know,
Zeppelin?
same, yeah, the Zeppelin, like all that, like, lots of 60s stuff. When I discovered the sort of the latter years of the Beatles music, like all of the experimental stuff, you know, the fact that, you know, music isn't just playing a guitar up in front of people, you know, flogging your ego, like, you know, it's a real vehicle for artistic expression. So that, but then
You're
the
not
flip
allowed
side
to
of
leave.
that, hard rock, you know, with driving bass lines, you know, being a starter's bass player, you know,
Oh yeah. Kingfisher.
Paul McCartney,
Yep.
always
Yeah.
loved his bass playing.
They lost that magic person.
Yeah.
Doesn't know about muting.
Ads, mute yourself.
I might be able to do it from here.
Yeah, discovering lots of hard rock, then discovering punk rock, and yeah, just being in love with punk rock from the moment I discovered it. And then I guess the older I get, the more you've got so much to look back on and appreciate, and not actually have any sort of necessarily favourite genre or favourite band or whatever. Just there's so much music to even now to draw on. Just the other day, I was something got spat out in my algorithm. It was this young American chick, Emmy Grace, and so if, you know, people haven't heard of her, go and check her out. You know, she's just like this little bottle rocket, tiny little thing, and she plays amazing guitar and sings. You know, and I find a lot of that stuff like there's you know, you oftentimes hear people my age from belly aching and moaning about, oh, there's no good music anymore, and you know, blah blah blah. And I think it's bullshit. You know, so there's lots of new music now that will inspire other young people. And yeah, so yeah, that's really
Good answer.
It's long-winded, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear all of your guys' inspirations, and it's good to know that, like, a lot of us, like, I share a lot of inspirations as you guys as well. Like, I'm not too particularly familiar with a lot of the Australian women's punk scene, but I might have to do a deep dive after this. Go check some out.
Flangy Pennies, Being Jane Lane,
Amel and the Sniffers.
Amel and the Sniffers, of course. Yeah, that'll get you started.
Hell yeah. I'll go check them out
Dick
after
Lord?
this stream.
Dick Lord.
And
Dick Lord.
I mean, like, my match, like, I'm so glad to hear that everybody else has, like, a lot of the same inspirations. Like, a lot of good music out there. Lots of good music. And I'm glad to hear that it's touched a lot of the same ears that of people that I'm familiar with. I keep getting connection interruptions. Sorry, can you guys see me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
no
Yeah.
interruptions this end.
Okay, sorry, I keep getting connection interruptions on my side. Okay, you guys are back.
You live out in Whoop Whoop, don't you?
I live out. I live on a farm. Yeah, I live like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop is slang for that.
Oh, I didn't know. Thank
Yeah.
you for educating me on that. I didn't know that.
No, that's okay.
But honestly, so you guys had a well. I know AG didn't have the trip over, but you, Mark and my brain is blanking. Lizzie, sorry.
Lizzie.
I knew your name. Sorry.
I know.
You guys took the trip over. What were some of your guys' favorite experiences in America?
Well, we'll just put Punk in the Corn in its own amazing, spectacular, that was fabulous box. For me, because we did Punk in the Corn and then we did some of America, and we went to Chicago, and that was incredible. Chicago is a beautiful city with so much to do, the whole vibe of it. And we got to up with the Rock and Fall there and have go the blues
That was great.
with them, because KK is a member there, so we had a private room and we were really la-di-da.
And saw an Australian band.
Saw an Australian band there playing, believe it or not. So yeah, for me, Chicago was amazing. Boston was good. I liked Boston because of all the Kennedy history. And then we went to Salem for Halloween. So I'll never forget that. That was one of the most incredible things. And we got to meet Seb from Elira's Cross, who we did Beat It with, and we got to hang out with him. So just that whole trip was fabulous. And I'm still buzzing from it when I talk about it. Like, so when I saw you, it was like buzz came back, the thrill of how exhilarating the whole experience was, and meeting people who were not all about themselves. They were just about the scene and the music and camaraderie. You know, you don't come across that a lot. Yeah,
it was
in the
amazing,
broader
wasn't it?
community. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, like everyone was so, or for the most part, you know, so friendly and helpful and just really, you know, welcoming. You know, your dad was great. You know, sort of managing logistics and organisation and still finding time to make us feel really welcome and special was really nice. You know, you know, people just little things like DC from what band's Blind Beats, you know, helping me with sorting shit out on stage, you know, and really just you can see, you know, when people really want it to work for you, you know, they really want to help because they really want to help you shine. You know, that was really sweet. And you know, just then seeing the country, like, you know, as much of it as we could anyway. It was great, yeah. So love to get back at some stage in the future. I guess I'd probably have to scrub my social media account first. But other than that, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm glad
Take
you
me
guys.
back.
I'm glad you guys had a great time here. I'm really glad.
Really did.
I will say
Wouldn't be here talking to you now if it hadn't been for that experience.
that's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
There,
'Cause, you know, we got to hang out with you guys, and you know, I think you're fabulous.
How's young Mud doing?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't catch up with Mark before. Anyway, moving on.
no, you're good. You're good. So I'm really glad you guys. Actually really glad you guys had a great time here. And I will say, one of my favorite memories about Punk in the Corn was I learned what Snickerdoodle was because we had those Snickerdoodle ales that was the last night that we drank the ales together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I didn't know what was in Snickerdoodle, and it was a cream ale. So, and I'm lactose intolerant and I have Crohn's disease.
That's a bad combination.
And so I had like 2.5 of them, and it wasn't even because I was drunk. It was just because they were sitting so poorly on my stomach that I was like up all night puking. It was bad.
Oh, poor thing. Yummy.
But we survived. We survived Puke and Rally. So, what's coming in the future for KTO? Tell me about that.
Well, we have had some sad news. Mark has had poor health for quite a while. So, over to you.
Yeah. So I've just taking a bit of a hiatus and get some of my health issues sorted out. I'm probably just sort of hang out in the background. I did, in fact, this very morning send a draft arrangement to the guys via our KTO email account.
Oh.
Cool.
For a new song, for something to play with. So, you know, ads will be on doubled up bass duties. So, you know, we've done a few gigs where ads have been on drums and I've done bass and sort of bi-amped it. So, you know, play one dirty affected signal and one nice punchy clean A signal, and just try and fatten up the sound. And so I think that's something that's coming up for KTO over the next little while, is pairing it so far back to just drum and bass, and then looking at the sonic capabilities of bass.
I just sing an instrument.
Sonic capabilities.
Yes, and I'll just hang out in the
That's a song.
background. It really could very well be. It could very well be.
Yeah.
So that's my part. Just a bit of a backseat for the moment. May come back to it, may not, but always be in the band in some way, shape, or form, even if I'm not playing.
Can you do invoices? I hate that.
Invoices. Voices in my head. The finances, yeah.
And can you do, you do the boring shit.
We always need someone to do the finances. That's a little tough out here doing finances.
Yeah. Ordering merch and shit.
Oh, speaking of merch, did you guys ever end up getting your merch back from when you guys were at Punk in the Corn?
No, so I'll just fill anyone in who's watching that doesn't know. We came to Punk in the Corn with 69, because luckily I gave your dad
we got one
before, and I put one out for myself, and then we packed all of the merch up. We had it printed in Iowa, and all of our CDs, all of our stickers, all this extra stuff that I'd got for Punk in the Corn, all packed up in Mark's travel duffel, and we had day one. We took it into the green room. Mark put it away from a pile of stuff had started to grow in the green room, so Mark put our stuff quite a way away from it. And then the next day we discovered that our bag was gone. So our $1,000+ worth of merch was gone, and it turned out to have been taken accidentally by Green Jello's crew. And by the time we discovered it, they were 2 hours away and they weren't coming back. And so we're a bit merchless kind of at the moment.
I could see
but
that.
DC is on the game there, and he is valiantly trying to organise something with Bill to get it somewhere near one of the bands in our network, and then they can grab it, and then it'll be like Chinese whispers getting passed on and on until finally one day it lands in the hands of Tim or DC or yourself even, Sonny. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I do have connection to Bill. I did actually just recently have him on the show too, not that long ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So anyway, between us all, hopefully it will be there, and hopefully I might get back over this year for Woodstock, you never know, and then I can try and sell some of that merch and give it away.
Hey, I mean, on the bright side, if you come back for the next festival and it's already here and you don't got to pay for it to get printed again.
Yeah, that's the silver lining about that whole thing, because it was such a anxiety driving thing when it first happened, because it was all our merch.
Yeah, I remember when I heard about it happening, I was like in the van and I woke up and I was like, wait, what do you mean all their merch is gone?
So anyway, what will happen, and we're not losing any sleep over it,
Things just happen. I mean, it's not anything that, as long as it gets resolved eventually, I mean, I'm sure it'll all be alright.
Yeah, we all know that it's out there, and we'll all work together, and eventually it'll come together.
Hey, I mean, if anything, it's free advertising too.
Yeah.
And funnily, just recently, someone saw Lizzie wearing one of the shirts.
That shirt,
that shirt from that merch run. She was doing. She and our daughter Scout were doing the bar at a local festival. And it's like, oh wow, what's that shirt? I've got to buy one. I've got to get one.
Yeah,
and you had a few experiences.
About 3 or 4 people contacted me from that picture and said, "Oh, I want one of those new shirts."
Here's a ticket to the States.
One day.
One day.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I've got to jump off. I got to get back to work.
You're all right.
Thanks,
We hope you have a great day at work.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Absolutely.
We'll be done with soon.
I'll slip down later and get a coffee.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks guys.
Cheers, brother.
So handsome. Oh, look at him. Flawless.
Oh, now I can't get out of it.
Well, how embarrassing. I'll get lost.
Oh.
Fuck off, loser.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much again for sharing your time here. I really
that's
appreciate
all right.
it.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be doing this just so I can talk to you again.
It's awesome.
Because you're in my bathroom because you so generously gave me that necklace. Remember you gave me that chain necklace, which
Yeah.
is the one with you doing the lean back in the pose. And in my bedroom, I've got the hoodie that your dad so kindly gave me, which has you on it doing the back pose. Yeah. So you're in our house.
Hell yeah. That makes me happy. I'm in Australia, technically.
You are.
Yes.
You are, indeed.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I still technically got Australia here. We got the KTO shirt, and I also got a bit of I got a Harrow keychain down here. I'm not sure if I can. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Mark's got one of those, and I've
Mine
got one.
broke.
Oh, broke. Oh, but they're such good quality.
Yeah, so we're everybody's everywhere. That's how I like it to
Yeah.
be. We like to share everybody everywhere. Put everybody up. So actually we got quite a few people in the comments saying what's up to you guys. We got Lisa M. Furman from OTAT.
Yay,
Lisa.
Lisa. Hello.
We got
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Brian Gribben. He says, "Hey KTO, been a while. Hope you are all doing well out there."
Thanks, Brian. You too.
Yeah, we got John Wayne Spacey. What's up?
Oh,
And we got
Dashing Skull Club.
I'm doing a collab with Aaron, John Wayne. Yeah, so we're collaborating on a version of
Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love?
the old Buzzcock song "Ever Fallen in Love." So that's been fun. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
a slightly different version.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Lisa said we're up for helping get KTO their merch back. We got another hand in.
Yay.
Nathan and Dave are awesome.
The team.
Alistair tagged Bill in the comments to meet me so that we could do a show together and get your merch back.
Good
Sweet.
one.
The 2-for-1 deal.
2 for 1, absolutely. Well, I'm not
That's
sure
a
if you
great
guys
idea,
did see
Alistair.
the whole show we did with Bill, but at the very end, he made us members of Green Jelly. He said that we're in the
That's
band.
Presenting tour, aren't they?
What's that?
Soon. Yeah, they are. They're going to Europe.
Oh wow.
Yep.
They're going to Warsaw, Europe, somewhere soon.
They're going everywhere. I see Green Jelly going all over the place everywhere.
Mm.
All year round.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it. Bloody hell. So much traveling. So tiring.
And even John Wayne Spacey said, "Indeed, we are. Great times. I'll be messaging soon, Mark." Oh, Chris Voss says, "Hi to Lizzie and Mark."
Hello! What's your name, Chris?
We got so many familiar faces in the chat today.
Yay.
So, moving forward,
Punkin' the corn.
I will ask, what if you guys could play with any person, past or present, any artist, who would it be?
Ooh.
Joe Strummer from The Clash. Yep. Oh, come on, Mark.
Well, probably along the same lines, Billy Bragg. So I don't know if you know Billy Bragg. He's a UK singer-songwriter. Sort of got his toehold into independent music in England in the early '80s, and just a man of impeccable ethics and morals and values, and he sings about stuff that really matters and sings from the heart.
Like Joe.
Yeah, and not just about politics. He sings about social issues. He sings about relationships. You know, he's a very honest man. So yeah, he'd be someone I'd love to play with.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This talking's making my lips dry.
Chris said for me to ask about the drive to Iowa.
Oh, go on. That was fun. Chris can talk, drive, and not have his hands on the wheel and text all at the same time.
which we don't endorse, by the way. We don't endorse such driving behaviour, but
But God, they're safe.
mad skills, yes.
Yeah, mad skills.
I'd be lying if I said there wasn't some of that action when I was driving the band van to Iowa myself. Maybe more or less just jamming out because I throw my knee on the wheel and I get real into the song and I'm like...
Yeah, Chris does some knee driving. Yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's good with his
I've
knees.
been known to drive with my knee from time to time too.
Yeah. Not me. I can only drive. I can barely even look at the speedometer. I've just got to have my... I don't know how you guys do it.
White knuckle fever backing out of the driveway.
I'm a nervous girl, right?
Alistair said he would go crazy. I'm surprised you don't when I drive. Oh. He does.
He's used to it.
Kind of.
And is your dad well?
He's
Dad well? Alistair well?
He's doing pretty alright. Actually, if you want, I could probably bring him in here to say what's up if you guys want.
Oh, yay! Yeah.
Give me just
of
1
course.
second. I will be right back.
Unprecedented here on room 420. Introducing
42.
42 leaf. 42 hand.
You
1,
be
2,
the
3,
judge. You
4,
work
5,
it
6.
out.
No, it's not a hand. It's got 7. What do you call those bits of a leaf?
The well, I'm gonna say petals, but it's flower.
No, see, it's hard.
It is.
Hell, what do they call the bits of a leaf?
Blades.
Blades, maybe? Yeah.
Anyway,
Them things.
just to distract us from that pointless conversation.
Oh, look
Here's a
who
pen.
it is.
What's up,
man,
guys?
Hello.
Forgive me for not
Cheers.
having my teeth in.
That's all right.
Oh dear. That's all right.
That's all right.
They're getting cleaned somewhere. So, what's going on with you, Al? No, I'm interviewing. What's going on with you, Alistair?
Not much, just sitting around here with Sonny, getting ready for 2026, trying to get it planned out.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be doing quite a bit of stuff this year for touring, the band is.
Yeah, he was saying he's got two promoters.
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble.
What?
In trouble.
Why?
You're going on the road all over America.
That's good. That's good.
Sounds like a jam-packed year ahead.
So, will you be going with him, Alistair?
I'll be going with him for some. We got a guy that's going to be his road manager for next year. He'll be taking over. And then that way I can kind of step back out of the picture and let Sonny be Sonny and the boys and grow on their own and watch them develop. But I guess for a while I'm going to go with him and just kind of keep everything in order for him on the road until everything takes off with this new booking agency development team that he's with. So with Rock Rage Radio, Austin Entertainment, and JTO, I believe he's in good hands. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, we're not laughing at you. It's him. He's comic gold.
Ow!
wait
Here
to
on
see
Room
what you
420,
got.
It's fun.
I'm excited to see what Sonny brings for 2026 to the world. So he's
Yeah,
got quite a
same,
bit. He's
same.
got quite a bit of music that he's getting ready to bring to the table, and I'm just
Yeah,
sitting
20
here.
plus songs.
I'm just sitting here like this, going, when do I get a song?
Yeah. And he said he's getting his stuff remastered
Yep,
too.
he's
so-
getting all of his old
come out.
music. He did everything on his own, so he's a DIY project from the get-go. So
Yeah.
you know, everything he does, it's on his own. All of his music, his lyrics. I don't come in and say, no, you need to change that. So everything's inspired by his own mind and his own techniques and what he's learned by who he's followed through artists. So he's developed his own style, his own way.
But also all of that stuff that you have to do in the background. I mean, whether it's logistics or marketing or stuff in the studio. You know, learning all of those studio skills, I think, gives you so much more creative control. Not just from the start of the songwriting process, but right through to, you know, getting it out and into the public domain. So yeah, I think it's fucking great.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not easy in the music industry, especially right now for all you guys. So everything he's doing
it's
on
very
his
different.
journey is a challenge, and he's paving a way and making a road for everybody, I believe, to follow. So,
well, the clock doesn't stop ticking, does it? So, if he's doing what he loves and doing it so beautifully, then, good on him.
Have a good time doing it and connecting with really great people throughout the world.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I think, did he play in 3 separate acts at Punk in the Corn? Was it 3?
With who?
Yeah, 3 separate acts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he still continues to keep supporting other bands. Oh, there's the camera. So he still continues to keep supporting other bands along his way and collaborating with people. With his new music and everything he's got going on, he hasn't had much time to do anything like that. But his first show will be the 30th of this month. And then you have a little tour right there. And then we're going to be with Tim and those guys in Iowa, October 13th or February 13th.
Oh, who's playing that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Who
that'll
else?
be with, what's the name of that band?
Which one?
Those bands, the Love Bites.
I know Next to Midnight's gonna be.
Next to Midnight's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I
So-
think EWL
Cool.
will also.
And I
be
think
there. Let me look in the
EWL
group chat.
will be there, and Dustin and a couple of those guys. So it'll be good for everybody to get back together and touch base again in Iowa for 2026.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
and then
Jealous.
well, come on over, guys. We got plenty of room out
I'll
here.
come.
On hiatus,
I'll come.
Sleepyhead,
I'll come.
Calico TNV, TNV, Bobby Pin, Desi X, Coco Hawkins, and Abby Damned.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I hear you off the
That's a-
film. So
Half a
I'll
day.
get off here and let you guys get back. It's really great to see you guys again.
You
Yeah,
too.
you too, LC.
Drink a
Cheers,
beer
man.
for
See you
me,
again.
and you know what I'll do for you.
See ya.
See you, man.
And we'll get your merch, I promise you.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks, man.
Slide back in here. Trying to not fall over.
Alright, we're back. We brought him back. Yes, my mom said, our door's open for you. Figo Fernand says, greetings from Berlin. Hello.
Hey, Figo.
cool.
He was over listening to the FODs before.
Was he?
On
Awesome.
OTAT 24/7, yeah.
Hell yeah. John Wayne Spacey said that I should come to Kentucky. Hell yeah. And Chris said, not at all. My technical difficulties. GPS wasn't working and was on the phone with Michael the whole time trying to get there. The traffic in Chicago was insane. Oh God, I can only imagine.
Yeah, it was. He was a master driver, I tell you. It was ridiculous. It was like Tetris, but Chris got us there. We got through it. It was crazy.
I can only imagine. I have not myself been to downtown Chicago, but my God, can I imagine it's horrible? Because we had some of my old friends went to Chicago on a trip, and they were in buses because they were a part of a volleyball team, and it was like they said they don't know how they made it through without any crashing, but like they were like very, very close to other vehicles the whole time. Like nose
Yeah,
to
so
bumper.
was Chris. Yeah. And he had to be to get through.
Ah.
Yeah, or else you're just stuck, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's something that we noticed about American drivers when we were there is there's this kind of courtesy that doesn't exist in Australia. Like
What do you mean the pedestrian
well,
one?
pedestrians
Yeah.
and we just noticed I guess a sense of road courtesy and etiquette from American drivers, which we really appreciated. So yeah, pretty cool.
But just not in that Chicago context.
Well, even then, like just
Was
that Tetris thing, like no, like there's lots of horn tooting, for sure. But
Oh, there was, wasn't there, Chris?
but, some of us think it's much about road, but more, hey, I'm over here, don't smack into me, yeah, it's kind of like the hive of bees, the way that they're communicating. Yeah, but it was cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's totally nothing to do with music, but I just thought I'd throw that in there as an interesting anecdote.
Yes,
Oh,
about
yeah,
America. Our time in America. That time we went to Bunk in the Corn.
It totally doesn't have
This
to
one
be
time at
entirely
band camp.
about music. I mean, this is a total interview about you guys and your experiences as
Yeah.
well. So, I mean, feel free to share whatever you guys feel free sharing. So, you guys are more than welcome to talk about anything that's happened. Like,
Thank you.
I might follow up with this question now. So, what is one of the wildest moments that has ever happened at a show for you guys?
When our drummer who had like 6 shots. It was
We
our.
turned up to the gig already
We
pissed.
turned up to the gig pissed, and it was a really special night for us. It was our very first CD release night, and he turned up already drunk, and then he proceeded to have before our set. I think it was 6.
There's 6 shots. You see, someone bought him a tray of shots, and he downed them all.
And then about six songs into our set, I notice the beat is changing, and I turn around, and as I look, he's going onto the kit, and so he's like passed out for a second there. So I shuffle on over to him, and I go, Dan, are you all right? Do you need a bucket? And he looks up at me and goes, "You're not going to blame me for this, are you?"
No, we're going to blame the shot glasses.
And then we had to stop. We couldn't play because he was going to be sick and unconscious. And then he got belligerent, and the kit was his, and he wanted to take the kit, and the police were called, and he was escorted off the premises, and that was our very first CD release.
And the band that was supporting us actually were generous enough to start doing a second set to save our asses. He still wanted to punch on and be an ass.
Yeah, he wanted to beat everyone up. Anyway,
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
that's a thing that happened once.
That is a wild story. I don't think I've heard of a few drunk stories. Like, one of the first bands I was in, one of our first shows, our drummer showed up plastered. Like, he was walking in with his equipment and was falling into the walls outside. And we were like, oh. And this guy was running sound the whole night. Like, for every band there. And we look back at him at the soundboard like 5 minutes into the first band's set. And he's sitting on the floor, like, legs crossed, just looking down at the floor. And we're like, dude, get up. Get up. You're, like, right in front of the bathrooms.
How'd that go? How'd you play?
He
Not
kind of
imagine.
sobered up a little bit by the end, but that same band had told me a story with the same drummer where he got really drunk before a show at a festival, and he switched up and started playing jazz drums to their heavy metal stuff. So there's been a few interesting stories I've heard about getting drunk on the drums, but never passing out behind the kit while performing. One for me.
He can continue to drink and can not play for quite a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, the alcohol is not a performance enhancing drug. Sorry,
No.
don't get his
It
get
absolutely
smashed after the
isn't.
gig. Having said that, I had an experience with Lizzie. We were playing in a previous band of ours called Mahittabel's Kittens, and we were playing on maybe it was Boxing Day. This is about 20 years ago, and it was super hot. We'd just driven back from the Sunshine Coast, so it was about 3 hours.
It was 34 years ago.
Was it 34? Holy shit! It was a long time ago.
You weren't even born, child.
It was a lifetime. For some people, literally, it was a lifetime ago. So we drove back from the sunny coast about 3 hours. Got there in time. We were paid in beer. So and we have a pretty notorious beer here in Australia called Victoria Bitter, and it's the thing that when you graduate from wearing nappies to drinking beer, it's the beer that it's only when we were young that you start out on, give you a ripper headache, a hangover afterwards, but you just throw them down like there's no tomorrow. And so we were paid in beer. We did our set first, which we were told later on was terrible, but we enjoyed ourselves immensely, and I think we were superstars of a level not even able to be measured, and I certainly had fun. And then I was playing in another band, so of course we were drinking beers before our Meter Girls Kitten set. We were drinking beers during the set, and then I kept drinking afterwards and played with my next band. By that stage, I was actually really shit-faced, and so was the drummer. Drummers and alcohol, and I still play music with this other person to this very day, Darren, and we're like forgetting songs left, right, and centre, and he's turning around and he's like,
He's swearing at you.
Yes, he was swearing. If I could say the C-bomb, I would. But anyway, get it together, you F&Cs, and Phil and I just laughing at our own stupidity. So, yeah, another example of how alcohol is not
good, children.
Not your best friend when you're playing music.
Drink it after.
But it was fun.
Oh, I was so sick.
Also, I did find out you guys are more than welcome to use F-bombs, C-bombs, whatever you guys want to say. I found out through my algorithm, thanks to Trickshot last time, because Ian let a couple slip. I was like, cool, we're cool, we're not banned.
Yeah, it's awesome, but it's not Christian radio. So yeah, that's really it, But we always try to be professional with what we do, and
I don't drink before I play.
Save the partying for afterwards. Actually, these days don't even do that. Just play, enjoy it, and have an ale or two, and then go home.
Yeah.
I will say there's only been a few shows I've drank before, and one of them, this was the only one I actually got like drunk before the show, and it was the night before this show, we were playing a Halloween. It was the year before Punk in the Corn. We were doing a Halloween show on Halloween, and the night before my ex-fiance broke up with me. And I was just like trying to keep a level head at the show, and I'm like, we're at a bar. And so I downed like 3, 4, or 5 shots of Jack, and then went straight onto the stage. And I don't think I messed up too. The only mistake I made at that show, and the band that I played with still hasn't let me live it down. They said, all right, let's start this song. And I was like, cool. And then my brain went to the first song that I thought of that I started. And I was like, we're doing this one. And everybody just stopped and looked at me. And I was like, it's cool. We already started it. Let's just go.
Yeah. So that's happened to me, actually. One time the boys started a song and I just had a brain fart. And I couldn't recognize the song. And it was like, what is this song? And then it was like, you went over the intro about 3 or 4 times and went, oh, I know what that song is. I'm going to sing it now. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and you don't recognise how confused you are in that moment, do you? Like, it's like something's not clicking here, but I'm not quite sure what it is. These other 3 musicians have got it terribly wrong. They're all playing the same
they
wrong
always
song.
lead the way.
I've had so many like snags like that, just like performing, where my brain will just like cross wires, and then it's like, oh, I just can't think a single thought at all. What am I doing?
Yep.
And then the panic sets in, and then you remember where you're at, and you're like, all I had to do was breathe.
Yeah. Well, if I find myself in that situation now, I just stop playing and I listen to where everyone else is up to, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now I know where I'm at. And I find that quicker and easier than trying to, looking all around me and trying to work it out. I just stop so I can actually focus on where the song's at.
I had a moment like that actually at Punk in the Corn when I was playing the set with Nevin. It was right after we were doing the whole We Are Nevin bit, and everybody was chanting it in the crowd, and my brain just like cleared out because I was like, we are Nevin! We are Nevin! And then we started the next song, and I was like, ah!
What's this song?
I don't even remember the set list order now.
That was a classic moment. I will always remember that. We Are Nevin. Fantastic.
We Are Nevin. I loved that.
Yeah,
That has to be
good.
one.
And that was spontaneous. That just boom, everyone just did the same thing at the same time.
And it was really cool, man. I was like,
So fun.
it brought so much energy to the stage. I remember after I finally clicked back into the next song, we were all playing together and just like, it just like the energy levels from that whole festival were all at an all-time high, always.
I think that was a really good example of cultivating the sense of belonging. That one moment, you know, because we were all on the same page. We all had the same background and history around the whole Nevin thing, and it was just lovely.
So Chris actually just dropped a comment that says he has a video of the We Are Nevin stuff, so I might have to actually get that from him and blast that everywhere on all of the socials, because that was such like that was one of my favorite moments from the whole festival. Like,
that's gold, Chris.
I
That's
loved
really
the
gold.
I loved the shows. I loved everybody's shows. I loved the memories I got to make with people, but just the energy from the We Are Nevin moment, just like it kind of sticks with me always.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Lisa says we need to do shots in person. Absolutely. I drink Jack.
Shots of what?
I drink Jack. What do you guys normally take shots of?
I have a margarita after a gig. That's it.
Yeah. Jack, Jim Beam, vodka. Not a big fan of rum. We have a rum here, it's Bundaberg rum, and it's one of those drinks that, if you're not of the right mindset, it turns people into psychopaths.
Yeah.
No, a good tequila. A good scotch. All
Everything,
those,
basically.
yeah.
Except they're all wrong.
Yeah. Well, and opposed to shots, so when you go, you have a really, really, really top shelf spirit, and you just that sipping and just really appreciating it. Because shot, it's gone in a second. You get the immediate effect, but you don't get the sensation or the appreciation of it.
No, and anymore, I can't really do shots a whole lot because of the Crohn's disease, so it makes it a little hard. It's a lot easier on me if I do sip. So normally if I do have any whiskey or anything, it's on the rocks, or I'll have a gin and tonic. I don't mind gin and tonics. Rum, I've had a few rums. Rum isn't bad, just depends on whether it's clear or not. I will say that makes a huge difference.
Yeah. With Bundy rum is dark sugarcane rum, and it, pretty potent.
It's like medicine.
Tastes like rocket fuel. Actually, Lizzie's brother is a bit of a home brewer, a home distiller, and I've got a couple of bottles of rum in my drawer in my studio, which I'm terrified to drink. And they very much taste like rocket fuel.
You could use it as a Molotov when the
That's right.
apocalypse happens.
That's right. Start out. Go on an anti-government campaign and throw my bottles of rum at them. But it's all good. Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you guys mentioned beer a little bit there, but what all are your guys' like top brands of beers you guys have there?
We came from a market which 20 years ago was very homogenous, I suppose. Very few choices and controlled by 3 or 4 national breweries, whereas now there's so much choice.
I like Hahn. No carb beer. Nice and clear, and doesn't taste like medicine.
We have one here that a couple of different brewers make. It's called a Radler, and it's got lime. It's infused with lime, and they're great. They're really delicious. Barefoot Radler, and Corona with a wedge of lemon. Yeah, can't beat it.
Yeah.
Coronas are pretty popular.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Very
everybody's dropping comments about alcohol. Mom says rum is rough. I've had a few experiences with rum. I can't entirely say it's awful. Lisa said she's down with sips. Tequila picklebacks, but she would do Jack. Chris said that Mark and him definitely like sake.
Oh, sake.
Yeah, remember you had
nice
that
warm
sake
sake, yes.
at that restaurant.
Yep, they are very easy to throw back.
Yep.
Oh, and Dad said tequila. I already knew he was gonna say tequila. He usually goes with Patron. Patron is his go-to tequila.
Mm.
Very
You
weird.
get a nice tequila and it's
Top shelf.
nice and warm and yeah.
Ooh, I had Cabo Wabo one time and it was warm and it actually wasn't bad. But I would drink it I drank it a couple times and then I just gave the bottle away. But it wasn't bad. I'm just not a huge fan of tequila. I can't really get myself into it. I used to drink a lot of vodka, but that was because it was cheap. You can get a big handle of vodka for like $5.
Yeah, cheap spirits. You know, if you start out on them, you never have a good experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, so I do have one more final question for you guys. And that is, if you guys could leave one message that you want to be remembered by, what would that be?
Ooh.
Yeah. Look after the planet. That's for me. I love Earth. I love nature.
Mm. Yeah, I was reminded of this phrase recently: "Fuck the system and smash the state." But yeah,
You better look after the fossil fuels.
yeah, just yeah, we live in really pretty fucked up, weird times, and I think sometimes it feels like basic humanity and that is just missing from our national conversations. And so be kind, you know, do no harm, treat do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know, if you can't be a nice, decent human being, then just fuck off and, you know, leave everyone else alone. But do your best to be a decent human being. Seems to be so little of it. You know, in reality, it's probably the scales are much more in favour of decent human beings than we like to believe, because so much of our media narrative is shit, isn't it? But still, there's a pretty strong vein of assholes out there in the world, and I think if you can be one less asshole in the world, then be it.
Yep. Well said, Mark.
I love that message. That's a great message. And once again, I want to say thank you guys so much for giving us some of your time. I really appreciate getting to talk with you guys again. It's always nice getting to hang out with you guys again for a little bit.
Lovely to see you and your dad. And I want to just say deuces.
Oh, deuces.
Deuces. Mine's not real.
Oh, I was going to say, did you really get a deuces tattoo?
No, it's not real. It's not real. But you never know. Next time I see you, I might go and look at this, Sonny.
But if she's drunk when she gets it, it might say, douches.
No, it won't. I can spell all right.
All right.
Yeah. All right, lovely talking to you, Sonny.
It was
Thank
really
you so
good talking to you guys as well. And thank you
And
guys
Chris
so
and
much.
everyone in the chat too. It's lovely to kind of connect with you through the invisible thread. So lovely to know you're out there.
All right, yeah, and thank you guys, everybody in the chat. Lisa, Figo, Chris, Mom,
Thanks,
Dad, everybody who's here. Love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for everybody who came out. We really appreciate everyone here, and we will